All right, everyone. So thanks for coming back. Again, this is the Chef Symbol, aka Moody Moods. Today I want to show you a quick and simple tortilla recipe, a corn tortilla that you can make at home. 3 simple ingredients. Hold on. 4 simple ingredients. Yeah, the list keeps growing, right? Easy to make. Pretty much should have all these ingredients at home. One thing I would recommend that you probably don't have is get this. This is maseca, which is made for corn tortillas at home. Really simple. You have the ingredients and instructions on the back, but they kind of leave out one little step that I personally like to add, just to add a little bit more to your corn tortilla. So join me. I'll show you how to make them from scratch, and also I'll even cook one up and show you how it looks afterwards. This is going to be all a part of the big reveal, which is the fish tacos in the next video that I'm going to be making. I'll leave all the links in the description. But again, just make sure that you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe if this all helps me. So come on then. All right, such a simple recipe. So how we're gonna start is we're gonna take our masa flour and we're gonna go with 2 cups. That's just a little short on the 2 cups, so there you go. Okay, with the 2 cups, we're gonna add about a teaspoon of salt. Now we're gonna add in our butter. And with my subjectively nice but clean hands, we're just gonna incorporate the butter into the masa. It'll get a nice crumbly texture. Now, what the butter does here in this situation is it'll give you a nice, softer tortilla. I've noticed that when I did it without the butter, it was lacking a little bit, but don't get me wrong, it came out really good. It's just I find that the butter version of it comes out much better. Now we're just gonna add in our water. So again, 4 ingredients: masa flour, salt, butter, and water. So this is 2 cups of masa flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of butter, and we're using about 1.5 cups of warm water. Now, the good thing about it is, again, you can follow the instructions on the package if you wish, but you have a tap beside you. That's great. So if you need more water, open up the tap, put some more water in. If you need less water, leave the water out. It's dough, right? So you're just going to incorporate and kind of go step by step. Now, the crazy thing with masa tortillas is you're gonna notice it's not like flour whatsoever. It doesn't react like flour. It's a very dense mashed potato-y type texture. That's, I think, what it's the most similar to. So you'll get used to it. Especially now since I made you go and buy a whole pack of maseca, so better get used to it. This to me is still a little bit clumpy. I'm just gonna add a touch of water in. So I added in 1.5 cups, so 1.5 cups. As I make a mess. so I'm just gonna add a little bit at a time. Just a splash. Okay, now when it's like this and you notice that there's not too much flour, onto the cutting board. Because this bowl's a little bit restricting. Now, how much does 2 cups make? I don't know, man. I have no idea. It makes more than 1 cup. All right, so again, it's not like dough. It's pretty much a different type of consistency, but we're there. As you can see, there's no sticking. Everything is fine. Hands are clean. Perfect. We're gonna put it in our bowl. Let it just sit for maybe about 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Let it do its thing and do what gluten-free things do. And we'll be back and I'll show you how to, and I'll show you how to roll out some tortillas that are homemade, and then I'll save the rest for later. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this damp towel. I'm just gonna put it over it. Okay, and that's it, we'll leave it aside. I just finished kneading the dough here, or the masa. Now, people who know me know that I'm very particular about the things that I do. I'm very opinionated. I have a lot of strong opinions. But with these corn tortillas, I stumbled across them because I was figuring, it'd be nice to have corn tortillas at home and not actually buy the ones in the store, because me being as particular as I am, when I shop for tortillas, I like a particular size of tortilla, which I find that you can only make those when you're at home. So corn tortillas were up and up in the price. The market was booming. Wall Street was crashing, all of that nonsense. And I was like, all right, let me just buy this bag of masa. And I seen the instructions on the back, seemed pretty easy. Go for it, right? A couple corn tortillas that I made. Didn't come out that great. It is what it is. Then started slowly making more and more. Then I incorporated a little bit of fat because I wanted that nice softness between the tortillas, which the previous ones weren't giving me. And this is how this pretty much came about. Read a couple of blogs online and figured out that this was one of the better ways. The good thing about all of this, especially if you guys are health freaks and nuts, is kneading that dough is something else, bro. You want your heart rate pumping? Knead dough. Or whatever that was, masa. Knead it for 5 minutes. Bro, I had to get another napkin and just clean myself up and do this little excerpt. Enjoy, guys. I'll be back with when it's actually finished doing its thing. All right, so we're back. Now we've let this dough sit down just so we can allow the dough to rest. And essentially what we'll do is just press it down just a tiny bit just to see how it works, and it works pretty well. So with that being said, to form your tortillas, just gonna take a golf ball size. Right, you know how to form a ball. Get a little bit more. Now I find this size makes the best tortilla. 2 things. If you have a tortilla press, which I do, this makes the best tortillas. It's super easy. You just grab a bag, right? You cut it so that it doesn't stick. Just like this. Then you put the tortilla somewhat in the middle, or the ball. Fold it over. Press it down. Bring it over. Press. Press. And look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, if you don't have a tortilla press, let me peel this off and I'll show you how to do it with a different method. It's obviously not that easy or the most conventional, but hey. So this is the second method. So basically we're gonna use the same plastic type of contraption here, or contraption. We're gonna form another golf-sized tortilla. Okay, right in the middle. Now again, this is my other method. I take something like this, which is a flat plate, right? And I'm just gonna press. Trust me when I'm saying this, I'm putting a lot of effort into this. There you go. It works out. Now before I got my tortilla press, this is the method that I was doing, and works out decent. You'll notice there's a couple of areas which are still kind of uneven, but it's the best you can do, right? It's quick. You have a lot of dough to go through, so you don't want to sit there and just kind of slap it out. This is definitely another way that you can do it. So with those two methods, highly recommend this guy. Get it, it's worth it. I think they're like 30 bucks, maybe less. I'll put a link down in the description where to get a tortilla press, and I'll show you how to cook it. So you want something like this, which is a nice flat pan. It'll basically conduct the heat evenly throughout the whole thing. We usually use this for rotis, but at this point, I mean, tortilla, rotis, pretty much the same thing. One's just flour, this one's corn, etc, etc, etc. So we're just gonna wait for this guy to heat up, and heat up pretty nicely. I got it on a medium-ish heat. Medium high, closer to medium heat. So we'll just let this do its thing. No oil required because there is a little bit of butter in there. And yeah. Alright, so we got our pan. It's nice and hot. It's emitting pretty decent heat. Boom. So it's not going to sizzle. It's not going to do anything. Pretty much you're going to be at almost like a minute to a minute and a half per side. And you'll notice, see, it's not even sticking. It's pretty much gliding. It's a really cool feeling. Again, I recommend serving super fresh. Don't let them sit. Don't reheat. None of that nonsense. Serve it super fresh. It's just as soon as you bite into it, the bite is just a remarkable flavor that you won't get at stores. It's definitely something worth having fresh right off the stove. Now you can see it has a little bit of crispiness on the outside, and it's going to develop some color. Doesn't matter. You don't have to keep it on one side. You can flip it as many times as you want. And sometimes when you're doing it, it'll actually like puff up a little bit, which is pretty cool. I really don't know how to get that consistent, but if you find a way, let me know, please. Now this tortilla was from the plate. Now with this, I actually turned the heat a little bit down. First tortilla came out a little crunchy, so if you end up folding it, it was snapping. So definitely not what you want to look for. All right, too easy to kind of pull out or pull off. So this one, we're just lowering the heat a bit, and we're gonna take it off a little bit earlier. But the taste is proper. And that right there is done. Alright, so guys, that will conclude our tortilla video today. Hopefully, you guys were able to make some. That's what it looks like. Nice, you just fill it up. Right now I'm just kind of having it as is because still got to do the fish taco video. But easy to make at home, tastes great, super flavorful. Yeah, give it a try. Let me know what you guys think. And again, like always, like and subscribe if this definitely helps. And send pictures if you guys choose to make some of these beautiful tortillas at home. Bon appetit, guys. Enjoy. I'll see you guys on the next one.